What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode number 3 of the All Elite podcast right here on the No Holds Barred Network, your source for all WWE, NXT UK, UK wrestling coverage, and now your home for all elite pro wrestling news and coverage. Guys, you can follow the network on Twitter at NHB Network. You can also follow the show on Twitter at All Elite Pod as well. You can follow myself at Real Kyle Masters and my co-host at Loves to Dream on Twitter as well. Guys, you guys want to check out any updates for the network of any other shows, please make sure you go follow the Twitter account. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/NHBWR. Guys, welcome to episode number 3 of this glorious podcast. And as you can tell, if you're watching the video version of this podcast, we're joined by a third today. And that is a very, very special guest. None other than Burnard The Bear. What is going on, Bernard? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me, guys. Thanks for having me. What's a show if you're going to have an elite show? What's a show with having the most forgotten member of the elite, Bernard the businessman?
The most forgotten member of the elite, Bernard. That's right, man. We need justice for Bernard, man. We need another T-shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees for Bernard the Bear. We need a justice for Bernard T-shirt. I'm gonna go all in with that. Pun intended. But guys, like I said before, another surprise podcast. Like I said in the other episode, we're going to be dropping these randomly at times until we can find a specific day of the week that works out for me and Tiff. Other than that, just be prepared for surprises like this. So that's where we urge you to follow the Twitter account, All Elite Pod on Twitter, to make sure you see all the updates when we're going to be tweeting out, when we're going to be going live. Or if you guys want to catch us and listen to us on the go, we are also available on Spreaker.com, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. So go check us out on there and give us a follow. 5-star rating, everything helps, guys. And like I said, this episode is very special. We have Burnard the Bear from the All Elite joining us, and also want to make a quick shout out to Salrex on Twitter, who made this beautiful layout for us. So props to him and his work. He does a lot of work for a lot of famous podcasters out there, like JD from New York, Solid Monster. So guys want to hit up for some graphic designs of your own, hit up Salrex on Twitter. The guy does an amazing job, so go check him out. Other than that, guys, what's going on today? How are you guys feeling? I know Bernard's been busy lately.
All business, every day, all day.
We want to know from you guys in the chat as well. So if you have questions, please drop them in the chat and we will ask them as well. Or you can tweet us on Twitter at the All Elite Pod. So make sure you send us your questions that we'll ask them. But actually, let me do a couple of plugs out there if you guys don't mind.
I don't mind.
So we got the big event on March 9th. That's in East Elmhurst, Queens, at the LaGuardia Plaza Hotel. The Fan City Sports is putting out Hardcore Holly and Steve Blackman with super rare appearance, and Ron Simmons.
Oh, damn. You gonna be there? Damn. I'll be
coming out a little bit earlier to New York, but yeah, so that's going on. Check that out. I know a bunch of my friends go to all the big events. It's pretty crazy over there. So I haven't been to one, but I know a lot of my friends have been there as well. Also, February 9th, House of Glory. Mm-hmm. JD does commentary for this. I love JD from New York. If you don't watch him, you need to get on that channel as well. And I've been to a couple of House of Glory shows myself, and they are just absolutely amazing. So that's going to be Recapture the Glory, where Pentagon is going to be doing a signing as well.
Boy, Pentagon Jr. is going to be there, eh? All right.
Yeah. So that's in also Jamaica, Queens. And then WrestleMania week, you got WrestleCon on April 5th. That's in Midtown at the Hilton Hotel. And Ultimate Stars putting out Bret Hart. Yes, me and Kyle, we are going. So, yeah, so that's some stuff that's going to...
So listen, if we're all going to WrestleCon, we all got to hang out and have some drinks.
Yes!
Are you telling me that the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be is going to be there at WrestleCon?
Yeah, the two of us and Brett will get some drinks that night.
Hell yeah, I'm down. I'm excited. I'm excited. So that's what date is that? Is that a Saturday?
7th and 8th, I believe.
No, it's the 5th.
Oh, see, I was wrong.
Yeah, see, no, wait. I just want to make sure.
They didn't book me at WrestleCon yet.
It's Friday. It's Friday.
If anybody wants to see me at WrestleCon, you tell them to book me because they haven't booked me.
Yes, book him, please, guys.
Hashtag Bernard to WrestleCon.
Book the business bear. Let's go. Hashtag it. Let's go.
Hey, he's best for business. To quote Triple H, Bernard is best for business. You gonna wanna have him at WrestleCon. Because I went to the one this year, or last year, and it needed some Bernard the Bear. I'll admit, it needed some Bernard spice to that WrestleCon. You know what I mean? It was all right, but hopefully they have their shit together, because I went to the one back in New Orleans, and that was a really small place. But from what I hear, they jumped on a location this year faster than WWE. So apparently they got the bigger location. It's actually the location where Access was originally supposed to be, WWE Access. So good for WrestleCon for jumping on that really quick and getting a bigger space this year. So props to them. Apparently Vince wasn't too happy about that. Well, what else is Vince not happy about lately?
Wasn't happy about. So what are you gonna do? So
not happy about All Elite. I can tell you that much.
VM is never happy. VM, never happy, that guy.
Clearly, he's not happy at Braun Strowman. If anyone's watched Raw last night, I don't know what the hell was going on with that. But Braun Strowman is done with his Universal title shot, and they put Finn Balor. And I'm sitting there going like, And Vince wants to say he's not scared of All Elite. What better way than just put one of the best? I guarantee you, Finn Balor, who's one of the best, guarantees best friends with a lot of the Elite guys. They're gonna all of a sudden push this guy out of nowhere after they've treated him like shit the entire year. I don't know. I'm just saying there is a coincidence here. Don't look through it. There's a reason why Finn Balor is getting pushed right now. Anyways, yeah, guys, this episode is going to be a lot of questions headed towards Bernard the Bear. He's going to answer them to the best of his ability. Other than that, guys, you guys have any questions down in the chat you want to ask him? We'll see if we can get it through to Bernard after our questions. But again, I do want to thank Bernard for joining us on the show. But before we get into anything, I do want to do something for Bernard. And guys, you guys know the store, Pro Wrestling Tees. I'm going to put it up on the screen for you right there. There is Bernard's shirt on ProWrestlingTees.com. Guys, go and support Bernard the Business Bear and buy his t-shirt. Look at that shirt. I don't sing, I don't dance. I am Bernard the Business Bear. That is a beautiful t-shirt, guys. You're going to want to be rocking that, especially if this guy is going to get signed on to WrestleCon. Show your support for Bernard the Bear and head on over to ProWrestlingTees.com and order your t-shirts. Now, also, a sponsor of the show, Collar and Elbow Wrestling Brand, the wrestling brand, guys. Go check them out. We have a code for you, code JUMBO on checkout. Thanks to our friend Jimmy for lending us his code. You will save an extra 10% on your order. So go check out Collar and Elbow Wrestling brand on actually it's Collar and Elbow Wrestling Brand.com for their merchandise. But most importantly, buy Bernard's shirt. Just saying.
Yes.
Like,
come on, the Business Bear. Let's get him out. Let's
Buy a
get
shirt. Buy a shirt. Buy a shirt.
let's get him signed. Come on, let's go on. You know, right now, like, you know, you're a free agent right now, right?
Free agent. I'm free to go.
Free
Whoever
agent,
wants me.
guys.
Whoever I want.
Is AEW gonna sign him?
I'm not gonna poll right now on my Facebook. They should sign me, but
I said, let's get him signed. Hashtag let's get the Bear signed. You know.
Even though Cody's my best friend, the fans still decide.
You heard him right, guys. You heard him right. The fans still decide. Check out and get Bernard signed, man. Hashtag it. Sign Bernard the
the press conference at all? You guys were working that day. The press conference in Jacksonville. You guys get to see it?
Yes,
I did.
We did get
Okay, so the Hangman clearly told you guys the fans make or break the thing. So whatever the fans want to see, who they want to see, that's the direction that they're going.
Yes. So
And whatever that owner wants to spend in Jacksonville there. The
Tony
owner,
Khan, man. He's a wealthy billionaire, that guy. So
he doesn't want to book me, I guess, but you know he's spending his money there.
you know, let's get want to tweet at Tony Khan, you guys. Tweet at Tony Khan. Get
Yes.
Wrestling Bear signed. We need some we need some Tony Khan up in here. Get Bernard the Business Bear signed. Botching already.
There we go. Botchmania.
Anyways, let's get on. Let's start off with the first one. Let's start off hot. Come on, Tiffany. Give us a question here to ask Bernard here.
All right. So there was some rumors. We want to know, were you at Raw last night? We heard there was an invasion.
Bum, bum, bum.
I plead the fifth. No, I'm just kidding. There actually was an invasion. There was an invasion.
Oh.
There was an invasion.
There was an invasion. Make this clear. AEW had nothing to do with said invasion. That was for Bernard the Business Bear adventure. So Cody Rhodes and all them Young Bucks, they did not pay me to go there. They were not involved. So if anyone's listening to this, Mr. McMahon included, they did not pay me to go there. But I went there with my business attire, as you see right now, and my AEW t-shirt. And I even had a beanie hat that I got from ProWrestlingTees.com.
Oh.
And apparently they didn't like that very much.
Did they give you a big enough hat to fit on your head? That's the most important question.
Yeah, they gave me a supersized hat.
Okay, good. That's good.
They gave me a special hat for the occasion.
Okay.
So I guess Pro Wrestling Tees was in on the ordeal, but
Okay.
AEW was not involved.
See, he's an honorable bear. He's not just a business bear. He's an honorable bear. He owns up to it. It was all him last night.
100% was me. And anyone who followed me, they were just fans that were at the event.
All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. But
yes, that's the story. I was there. We invaded Raw. We chanted AEW for about an hour, 2 hours. Security got mad.
Security got mad.
Came out, they wanted pictures with us, a few guys. I can't mention their names. I don't want to get them fired from their job.
Don't get anybody fired. That's fine.
They were cool about it. You know, but some people up on top of WWE, they don't want you to wear AEW shirts.
No, I heard about that.
Yeah, we heard they were denied. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Right. They denied Vlad, the super fan. They denied him. There was a whole big thing about Vlad.
Wow.
Me and Kyle got to get on the AEW, some pro wrestling tees. We're going to get on that. So we're going to sport that on the show as well.
You know, I'll be buying my Bernard t-shirt.
Yes.
Sure. Yep.
Yes. We need to wear that when we'll meet. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wait, I saw something in the chat. Kenny wrote, I would like to see Bernard versus Kurt Hawkins.
Oh. Listen, I'll pick up any day of the week. As long as it's in an AEW ring, ROH ring, or a New Japan ring, I'll fight him.
You ain't scared? He might end the streak, man.
I don't like the bookers at WWE, so we'll fight anywhere but WWE ring.
Okay.
We'll fight in the parking lot right now on SmackDown.
Parking lot brawl. Oh.
Let's do it.
All right. Kurt Hawkins, a challenge has been made. Just saying, Bernard the Bear means business.
I never lost.
Oh, so he's the one that always loses, and you're the one that hasn't lost. Oh.
Never lost.
Streak versus streak.
I like
the Bear versus Hawkins. WrestleMania.
Yes, WrestleMania week. So we're gonna see you WrestleMania week? Is that gonna happen in New York?
I believe so.
Oh. All right. So me and Kyle are definitely gonna find him.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'll have my t-shirt ready by then. I'm definitely gonna I'll wear my Bernard t-shirt. I'm gonna bring my Jericho one too. That's another order I want to do because I'm a huge Jericho fan. When they signed him, I was like, thank you. AEW is Jericho.
Great. He's a funny guy. Jericho's a great guy to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's wearing a pro wrestling tee as well.
Yes, I am. Pro Wrestling Tees on
Look at that.
I support them because they support me. So, I got to support.
Awesome.
So, yeah. She was staring at my clothes, I guess, beforehand. She's looking at me. She likes bears, I guess. I appreciate it. That somebody respects the bear. Because in movies, they don't respect them. You ever see Ted 2? They don't respect the bear. Ted 1,
that's right. He's right there. He's right.
Don't respect the bear.
Come on, guys. Respect the bear.
How can you not respect the bear?
Respect the bear. Come on, Cody. Get me a job. AEW. I want in.
Yes. Come on, Cody. Come on, Cody.
Close. Come on.
Best for business, man.
Yes. Hashtag best for business.
That's gotta be a pro wrestling t-shirt too. That's gotta be like a best for business shirt, and it's gotta be Bernard in his business suit. It's gotta say best for business. It's gotta be a t-shirt too.
You know what you gotta do too? Here's the best part of the shirt. You have a steel chair in my hand, and I bash it over Triple H's face. And that'd be best for business. You guys are bought it, right?
That's amazing. I'd buy that t-shirt in 2 seconds. I'm not gonna lie, I would.
Let's get it done. Pro Wrestling Tees, make the shirt.
Get it done. Anyways, so we have inside information. There was an invasion at Raw last night. Bernard the Bear. Okay, that's it. Tiffany,
and WWE doesn't want to admit there was an invasion because
It's funny how you invaded the same night that they changed plans for Finn Balor. Did the two go hand in hand here? Was this a coincidence?
Never know.
Was Vince shaking his boots? Shit, we gotta get this done, guys. We gotta change the plans. Who do they like? Balor, come over here, kid. Come over here, kid. All right, Strowman, take the back seat for a minute. I mean, I'm just saying. Maybe Strowman will join AEW now. He's taking the back seat.
Whether they're pushing him, he might.
All right, Tiff. Question number 2. Let's fire at him.
Brandy asked
we got a question.
Chat. Brenda asked chat. Question in chat. What's under the bear head?
I think skull, some blood, a brain, some.
What he said.
Whatever's inside a normal head, I think it's what you'd find underneath a bear head. I think I kind of answered the question for Bernard. Sorry for stepping in there.
There's pretty much nothing else really left for me to say.
Kyle's spokesperson already.
Other than bears need love too.
Yes.
Right.
Is there Mrs. Bear?
Oh, there's a nod.
Oh, okay, guys, like Match.com, OkCupid, send in your applications. I'm taking all applications for Mr. Bear over here.
Swipe right.
I get to meet the elite if you hang out with me.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna come hang out with you then.
All right, we got set up on Match.com then. I got to click the swipe with the right button, I guess.
Oh my.
She's using me to get to Marty, Kyle.
No.
Oh, is that what's happening here?
That's how she's using me to get to Marty.
No.
Marty, sing to her, Backstreet Boy. You're gonna sing a special song.
I would fade. I would fade. I lost it when I met him in the Wrestling Universe store. Like I was banging into all the toys and stuff like that. Like Marty's amazing. He really. I was starstruck.
What if he came in right now, Marty, and started singing?
I'd probably fall off the chair, probably.
What's not going to get a hold of Marty? So I don't know what he's doing. He's probably still having his New Year's party that nobody came.
Oh my God! We touched it yesterday about being the elite, his New Year's Day party. I would love to sit and have drinks with him.
I wasn't invited again. I was forgotten.
Wow.
Marty, I'm upset at you. Why was Bernard not invited?
Shunning the bear, unreal.
That's not cool.
that ain't cool.
Okay, so here we go. Let's shoot another question. What is it like to travel with the elite?
Oh, it's awesome. You're talking about the best guys in all of wrestling right now. It's awesome. Cody I've known a long time before he was in the elite or Bullet Club, whatever you want to call it, when he joined at the time. Mm-hmm. Cody I was friends with first. Then obviously Brandy. Then me and Marty got close. Young Bucks are pretty cool, but they hate my guts. They're pretty cool. They don't like the business. No, they don't like the business. Because when he had his feud with Kenny Omega, I took Cody's side, so they don't like me very much.
They're a party in the front, business in the back type of people.
I was just trying to make money, that's what I was trying to do. Business. Whole business. Nothing personal against the Bucks. Kenny Omega, though, funny guy. And he speaks Japanese, so it's cool when you're in Japan and you're in trouble. It's cool.
Nice. So he's a good wingman in Japan. If you're ever in Japan, you kind of want to hit up on some Japanese ladies. Kenny Omega, I think he'd be the perfect wingman.
There you go.
One-winged man.
Oh,
I'll go on Match.com too for the Japanese people like that.
Oh my. Okay.
This is great.
All right. In your opinion.
Oh.
Okay. In your opinion, who do you believe is going to join AEW?
There's a long list of people, in my opinion, of who's going to join. But here's, in my opinion, not saying this is fact, because again, I'm a free agent and I do not work for AEW. So if anyone's watching, AEW, can't blame them for my opinion. I think off the top, it's pretty easy who's going to join. You got Luke Gallows and his partner. They're most likely going to be. Then you got the guy you just mentioned, Finn Balor. Then you got, and it's all over the internet, AJ Styles' contract's coming up.
That's right.
Yeah, I read that.
Interested in going.
I read that.
Can you give names or we're good? I can keep going here.
Give us a few more.
All right. So I named you those four off the top. See, who else is left? Well, you got my man Marty. He's got 3 more months left in Ring of Honor. I wonder where he would go.
Yes, that's confirmed, guys.
3 more
Look,
months.
Marty's
No.
3 months to
the
go.
end of April.
I'm
The
trying
end
to remember what's coming up.
What?
Isn't there something coming up in 3 months that coincides with AEW? Oh, it's got. I think it's got. I want to say it's like their first pay-per-view. Is it not? All or Nothing, or Double or Nothing?
Double or Nothing. Kyle, you're killing
Botchamania.
me,
All right.
Kyle.
Well, don't worry. I'll be on Botchamania soon. I'll just contact my boy Matt at Botchamania and put me on there.
All right,
It's
so
all
Double or
fun
Nothing.
party since he actually likes me and doesn't invite me to his New Year's party.
That I wanna, you know. Oh, see, Cupid Girl asked in the chat, do you know anything about Kenny's next move?
So basically, Kenny's contract is officially expired the end of January, to my understanding of that. And Kenny is a 50-50 with WWE and AEW.
Yeah, I heard it's about a 7-figure deal. Yeah.
And New Japan has no chance. And then the other Japanese Federation has no chance. But in my personal opinion, again, it's my opinion, not of any insider trading going on here. In my opinion, I can't see Kenny going to Vince because Vince has screwed over all of his friends. So I can't see him going there to be a jobber. Can't see it happening.
No.
Kenny's too good for that.
Yeah. He I think he knows he'd be underutilized. Like he wouldn't be given the freedom that he's been given from New Japan and Ring of Honor and all these other indie companies that he would have in the ring. WWE is more like, hey, you can't do this, this, and this, and this. You have to do this, this, and this. You have to stick to the old style of wrestling, how we do things here. So I think he would definitely get held back, and he knows a lot of that. The only thing I think that's keeping him from not signing with the WWE is just the money. Obviously, I think WWE is offering this guy like a shit ton of money not to go to AEW, but all his friends are there. The love of pro wrestling that they're going to have with wrestling with a company like that, especially having a name like Kenny Omega, it's going to just take off, and he knows he'll get paid enough from AEW, and he'll still have the creative freedom to do what he wants and still be with the Elite Boys.
They want to beat WWE. You know, it used to be they want to be an alternative, but Vince made it personal. So like now they want to beat them. Originally, it was just going to be an alternative. When they first started planning, it was supposed to be an alternative for fans who didn't want to watch WWE. But Vince turned it into a war. It didn't have to be this way. It didn't have to be this way. But I will say this, Kenny Omega last year, and if this is not public knowledge, it might be the first time this is going to be said, but I'm going to say, Kenny Omega, you guys listening? I'm going to tell you something. All right, Kenny Omega.
My ears peeled.
Kenny Omega told me directly, him and Vince spoke, and he was willing to do 3 matches with them, and that's it, like 3 matches, a 3-off match.
Whoa.
He wouldn't, like, you know, basically like New Japan versus WWE, and he would do the 3 little matches with them, but the deal fell through. So Kenny was willing to work with him. He just didn't want a long-term commitment. So if WWE offered Kenny Omega, hey, listen, do Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and then you could leave, he might do that. It's a possibility.
That's interesting.
He's not for a 2-year deal, 3-year deal.
Yeah.
Not going to do it.
Yeah, because I know like there's probably something too at the back of his mind. Like his dream was to wrestle for WWE one day and do like a big WrestleMania type match. I'm sure he's got a lot of fancy matchups that he wants to do with like a Seth Rollins or even like an AJ Styles on a WWE stage or even other wrestlers that are there. There's a lot of potential there for him to have a good match with. So I imagine that that's still in the back of his mind, and that's sitting there too when he's trying to figure out where to go. But I can see that. I can see a couple match contract. So yeah, okay. Some a little bit of insider information there about the old Kenny Omega.
Kenny, don't shoot me, Kenny, if you watch this, Kenny.
Brandy asked in the chat, does Mr. Bear wrestle also?
Yes, I've wrestled. I beat Barry the Bear, the drug-free bear. I whooped his ass.
Oh!
So, we had it out a few times. They had
Barry the Bear.
Oh, we gotta find that video and post it on
all
Twitter.
weekend we had a brawl at they had a fan fest the day before, and me and him went at it. It might be on YouTube. I don't know.
All right, we're gonna look for it. When I find it, I'll put it.
He got put in the Bear Slam that you guys probably never seen.
Bear Slam, guys.
Finish him.
Bear Slam, and he tapped out pretty quick after that. The Bear Slam.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Joey Ryan, of all people, broke up the fight.
Joey Ryan, eh?
I love Joey Ryan.
He was alive. I thought he was dead at the time. But,
My boy Penis Party. All right.
yeah.
Yes. What if our
That's something going. WrestleCon week is the penis party. That is
Yes.
going. Oh,
my friend Brad is going to it. So
that's going to be a good party for anyone who likes penis. Well, a good party. I don't know if I'll be there, but be a good party. I think they're going to that.
I'm jealous now.
That'll be one sausage fest. That'll be sure.
Right. Me and Kyle won't be there, but
Yeah.
I think he's going to that.
Oh my god.
She's laughing and smirking. Yeah, she's probably going to that party.
Sorry, Kyle. I'll see you in a couple hours. All right. Like,
You want to see that dick flip? It's all right. I get it.
oh god. Anyway.
You never saw a bears, though.
Oh. Yes.
Cause you have questions. I feel like I'm taking up all the questions here.
Ask away, guys. Kyle, what do you got for me?
Okay. Oh, it's a tough one. This is a tough one. Are you friends with Winnie the Pooh?
We're not friends. He's a fictional character. We're not friends.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's a fictional character. I was told since I was growing up that he was real.
You got to take that up with Disney and Impact Wrestling. They deal with fantasy. Impact. That's them over there. Orlando Studios. That's them.
Kyle.
What? That was a legit question.
It was a fair question. It was fair.
Okay.
It was fair.
I can't with you. All right.
Take the honey. If he's got a lot of honey, I'll meet him. It's cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm a fan of honey. I take honey in my tea all the time, so yeah, I'm a fan of honey.
I like honeys too around me when I'm walking to the ring.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
God.
To hire me, I guess. Even though I'm the best member of Elite who's a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably the only member who's a free agent.
Wait. Okay. Okay, I got another question for you. Where is it? What are your feelings of the current signing, like Billy Gunn, to run on running backstage?
Oh, Billy's awesome. Billy's awesome. I'll tell you one thing. Vince, and I won't say his last name, he's pretty pissed about that.
Oh,
Triple H,
so just
pretty
Vince.
pissed about that. Road Dogg especially, it hurt his feelings, apparently. But Billy Gunn, I think he brings a lot to the table. Like, we hung out with him a lot in New Japan, and Billy knows a lot about the wrestling business. He knows a lot, and he still looks good for his age. He's still built. I think he's more built now than he was in 1990s.
Okay. Yeah,
So I think he brings a lot to the table.
And it's just that nostalgia from Billy Gunn. You're obviously going to draw a lot of casuals that were fans of wrestling from his era. They're going to draw into AEW as well. So he also brings the fans from his past coming into AEW. So it's all about drawing interest, all about drawing more fans. I got a serious question.
Shoot.
I mean, it could be serious to me, Tiff. I don't know about you, but it's
Ew.
in your outfit, your business outfit there. Do you go to church in that outfit?
Well, I go to church in it.
Yeah.
Who says I'm a religious man? But yes, if I do go to a church, I have to sit down. I have to go in my business attire because I'm a businessman.
Okay.
So when I donate to the church, it's always best to wear your best clothing. So yes, I do dress how I dress today. I dress this way to church, on an airplane, at Starbucks. This is how you see me.
Oh,
Ooh, Starbucks. What is your go-to drink at Starbucks?
Whatever the girl gives me, because I don't pay. I say, give me my drink. Extra espresso.
How do you drink? Like, how do you eat? How does that work?
It's tough. A lot of it falls on my mouth. People have to clean my mouth for me.
Oh.
That's usually what Brandy does. Brandy does it, and Cody gets jealous. I got Britt Baker. She's been helping me out a lot. Britt Baker.
Ooh.
She's been helping
Baker. Get baked.
Ooh.
She's good. People, Britt.
All Elite Wrestling Podcast in the chat, he did answer that. It's his opinion. He did say that AJ Styles' contract is ending soon. So there's a possibility that he might be coming to AEW.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, I'll keep this one serious this time. This one's like wrestling related. Okay, guys, for all you out there listening, I'm gonna keep it, with some seriousness here. I'm gonna ask him: have the fans ever hear you cut a promo on Ring of Honor New Japan or being the Elite?
Not that I could recall on any of those 3 shows. Nope, we've done a few on the indie shows.
Okay.
Not on Ring of Honor. I've always come in and got my ass kicked.
Oh.
Danced around the ring.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah,
Well,
with bookers.
I saw a video on YouTube, you know, that you guys were all in the ring and Marty was singing some Backstreet Boys. Like, you were in the ring. You were there.
I to sing. It wasn't cool. Like, you know, it was fun for Marty. I didn't get to sing. I just danced. That's it.
Damn it, Marty. Let the bear sing.
I think the Bear would have a really good voice. You know, I can see him doing wonders on that voice show. The Voice, I can see you going pretty far in that show. I'm just saying.
Yes, I would vote for the bear. I hope you guys would vote for the bear.
I think he can sing better than Elias can. I'm just saying. I'm just going to say that.
Oh.
Shots fired, Elias. I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good guy, though. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I'd love to see Elias in All Elite, man. Do you imagine the traction All Elite would get too? Plus, with an Elias in there, bringing his type of character over there, that'd be amazing. Because that guy is an instant draw, and that guy, like, I remember when that Mania last year, the Raw after, I was a little bit intoxicated, a little bit, you know. But anyways,
that's no news for you.
His segment it was so loud. People were loud for him. He had probably the biggest pop of the night, and then. He attracts everyone pays attention when he's in the ring, and everyone just loves the type of character he has. So I think if he would ever come over to AEW, I think he'd be very, very, very successful.
He's got a long-term contract, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe one day when AEW starts taking off more and more and more, and then that contract comes to an end, maybe he'll come over. Hopefully, but not one day too soon.
Oh, Cupid Girl's got a question in the chat.
Oh, here we go.
Were you worried for Cody when he was possessed by the WWE demon?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I wasn't even on that episode, right? They didn't even show me.
No, they did not.
Let me tell you guys something off subject for a second, then I'll get back to that answer. 90% of being the Elite, they do not show on the TV, on the series. They don't show it.
Oh.
Most of my clips, you don't get to see it.
Aw.
I'll send you guys an exclusive of all the stuff that they didn't show you guys.
Wow, so you guys heard that here first.
But to answer your question of was I nervous about it, I knew Cody would snap out of it. Plus you had Christopher Daniels there, you know, to take care of him. And we knew Christopher Daniels, you know, he does his church stuff during the week. You know, he's a good ministry guy. He does his church stuff. He donates a lot to his parish, and you know, he could get those demons away. Like in the next creepy movie, they should have him play a priest.
Huh? Have you gone to church with Christopher Daniels? Have you guys attended church together?
I church with Christopher Daniels.
Okay.
And he forced me to put my money in the basket.
Oh.
And he said this is the worst church he ever been to.
Oh.
The worst town. Wow. This is the worst church he ever been to.
Wow.
Love it.
Well, Chris is great. He's a good guy. Chris is great. But no, I wasn't worried because if he wanted to go back there, he would have went there. His brother's there. Cody has no intention of going back there. They didn't use him right. And, you know, maybe down the road they could do something, but I can't see him being there full time.
Awesome. All right. I got a question. So I have it written down here. Okay. So we know that you were at All In last year for that amazing pay-per-view run by the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes. Like, that was probably the most successful independent wrestling pay-per-view ever, and it'll go down in history as one of the best ones. And it's a history mark. It's a mark in history that's going to be forever remembered. Now that you were a part of it, what was your favorite part of All In for that entire pay? Yeah.
Fans, the whole weekend. The fans came from all over the world. There were so many tickets sold that fans came there from other countries, China, Asia, Ireland. They came, they couldn't watch it. So Cody Rhodes and the Bucks, they were nice enough to put in all the Chicago bars the pay-per-view so that they could watch it. So there was a lot of fans that didn't get to come inside the arena, but they were all, we tried to hang out with as many as we could that weekend. It was just a fun overall experience. The inside of the place was crazy. The chants, I'm sure you guys saw it on TV. The chants were crazy. I don't think they bleeped anything out. You know, they did what they wanted to do. They did it their way.
Oh, that was amazing. That was honestly so well done. again, I'll admit I had my skepticism going into it, and I was really unsure about a couple things, but they really showed me up and they really proved me wrong, man. That was amazing, and I've rewatched it a couple of times already since then. Like it's one of those things I like to go back and watch. There's a couple of things, especially like in NXT and WWE, I like to go watch back. I like to go back watch Kenny Omega and Okada's matches together. Like those are a couple of my favorite matches of all time, and now like all in was just such a really fun event to watch and really well done.
That's how AEW is going to be. That's just the start. That's just
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Revolution. This is going to what DB there. Revolution. So this is the start. Let's see where it goes from here.
I'm gonna change the universe.
Yes.
Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it. Brandy, thank you. Young Bucks, they didn't want me on the show, so Young Bucks, no thank you to you.
You just got super kicked by the bear.
Oh, they've super kicked me, but they've super kicked me more times than I like to say. On airplanes. They bully me, those Young Bucks.
On airplanes?
On airplanes? Is that allowed?
One time, because they super kicked me, both of them. Super kick party, right to my face.
So wait, since we're speaking about that, how do you travel? Does like TSA like bring you to your seat? Do like dock at the airport? Like how do you?
Good through my eyes, I can't see that good. Maybe because I'm wearing a bear hat. I don't know. I can't see that good. So TSA, like they carried me to my seat. They're like, Mr. Bernard, your seat. Are you comfortable, Mr. Bear? Would you like any alcoholic beverages? Are you over the age of 21? Can I see your ID?
Wow,
so they look
first
at my
class.
the real thing, But yeah, there's no problems. Once you have your little pass from TSA, that you can cut through everybody else. They take care of you. We travel a lot, as you see on Being the Elite. We travel a lot. They just cut out my scenes, like I told you guys. But we all do travel together.
Cuba Girl asks, do you watch NXT and have you ever thought about managing anyone from there?
Oh.
Okay, I have watched NXT. I'd beat the crap out of that guy, Leo Rush. I'd beat him up.
Oh.
Probably. Is he still on NXT? Or he's on 205?
He's on 205 now, yeah.
Oh, still count? Okay, so who's still on NXT? That's a good question. I haven't watched NXT in a while. So who is on NXT that I could fight? I'd fight someone on NXT. Ethan Carter is not there, right?
No. What do you think, Kyle? Who do you think he could take?
NXT currently.
How about some Velveteen Dream? How about that?
Oh, I think him. That's match of the year. That's match of the year.
I'll take him on. I'll take that guy on. I remember when he was training. I'll take him on.
That's match of the year right there.
What about Gargano?
But they got that girl, the Asian girl. She's pretty good.
Oh, Kairi Sane.
She does the Macho Man move. I don't know her name.
Yeah, Kairi Sane, man. She's awesome.
I got to hang out with her in New Orleans for WrestleMania week last year.
Well, that's sick.
And she was cool. She was a cool chick. And I didn't know who she was, and she was showing me her elbow drop and everything. And I'm like, this girl goes high in the air.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she literally, when she takes off that turnbuckle, she's at least a couple of feet up, even from the top turnbuckle. Like she's got incredible athleticism, man. She's one of a kind.
She needs to be moved up to a Raw SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that, but
I only seen the main move. I don't know about the rest of her wrestling, but the main move.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna stand out from a lot of people with that move, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's what made her pretty much like in the Mae Young Classic and all that stuff. Like that's what made her and everything like that. So
the NXT guys I don't watch, to be honest with everybody. NXT, that's on the network, and I'm kind of against the network. So other than old stuff, I do watch the Edge and Christian show because Boy Funaki was on it recently.
That show's great. I love the Edge and Christian show.
That is cool. If you guys haven't watched Edge and Christian show, it is cool.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good show. Do you think Hangman Page will finally get his chance?
Well, it's well deserved. They don't give him a chance ever because, all his friends are always getting title shots. But Hangman, he's made it clear at the press conference. I was there in Jacksonville. Again, they didn't show me on TV, but I was there. And Hangman said, he wanted a shot at the title. He wanted to be the first ever AEW champion. And I think even if he's not the first champion, he will be a future champion. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Him and Pac are going to have an insane match at Double or Nothing if that's the plan, man. Those two are going to tear the house down. That's going to be amazing to watch because that stare down was intense. I was having goosebumps watching that stare down.
He got his visa. He got his visa last minute. Vince McMahon tried everything possible. Oh, I said his name. Whoops.
Oops.
McMahon tried everything possible. Make sure that guy did not come back to America. But I guess the guy from Jacksonville, the owner of the Jaguars, had enough money to bring him to America.
Mm-hmm. That's a huge signing, man. Pac showing up there was massive. Same with Jericho showing up. Like the amount of pyro they used for Jericho coming out, I could barely see him through the smoke when he came out. That just tells you, like, Khan's just gonna spare no expense with this, and I'm looking so forward to it. I cannot wait for AEW to get up and going, and I can't wait for Double or Nothing, man. That's gonna be insane.
All right, get your merchandise. They got the Double or Nothing hats.
They got to get Bernard to Double or Nothing. Double or Nothing needs some Bernard the Bear.
I got to
Hashtag let's get the bear to Double or Nothing.
Oh,
I should be in. Hopefully, if I'm in, guys, I'm going to thank you guys if I'm in.
Sick.
Tweet at him, guys. Let's get him there or whatever. Hey, Kyle.
I'll turn my back on Cody Rhodes if the money's right. I'll turn my back. That's right, Cody. I will betray you if they pay me enough. If Kyle and Tiffany pay me enough, I will betray you, Cody.
I'm gonna be dipping into some funds, man. Cody, you better pay. You better get him signed, man. I'm bringing out the checkbook, the heavy checkbook. There'll be a lot of zeros on there.
Hey, Kyle, you want to read Cooper Girl's question in the chat?
Sure, I'll do that. Let me just pull. I have it on my phone here. One sec.
I'm gonna leave that question for him, Cooper Girl.
Just 1 second.
I'm done. I'm dead. I can't even read that question.
Okay. So it's a big question, apparently. One of the most important questions in this podcast. Oh. I don't know if I want to read that question though.
All right.
Because I don't know if he, because my boy Conor Reeves in NXT is fresh, so he's not well known. So he is a. I don't know if you know, Bear, about Conor Reeves in NXT. His whole gimmick is the finest. He's the finest at everything. He's the finest at, just he's the finest at everything. He wears the finest clothes, the finest jewelry. He's the finest in the ring. His name's Conor Reeves. So
he wears better suits than me, this guy?
Apparently.
No.
Maybe Conor Reeves and the Bear have to go at it.
Yes.
Let's challenge him to a duel.
You heard it here, guys.
So anyways, all the fans of our podcast who hate me.
I don't hate you.
Don't hate me. They hate on me.
You, man. I love you.
I love Conor Reeves.
You're an official half elite member, since I'm not currently.
Oh.
But you two have now become a half members of the elite.
Oh, look at that. Look at that guy.
Right.
You could even get a one suite.
Oh,
one sweet.
Well, I would say two, but I don't want to be sued by anything.
You don't want to get a cease and desist, man. We don't want that.
We don't hate you, Kyle. We're sorry. We're not on that train. We are on fuck the finest train. Sorry.
No. My boy Conor Reeves will make it big one day. I bet you he'll be part of All Elite, and then you'll be sorry. When Conor Reeves joins All Elite, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see. Y'all be coming back to me and be like, "Oh, Kyle, you were right."
No, I'll still be on the fuck the finest movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I got a question. Is it true in Japan you almost got arrested walking around?
What?
That happened on more than one occasion.
More than one?
I don't know the language there, so it's kind of hard when they see a bear walking around and everyone's 5'3" and you're like 6 foot tall. They're gonna stop you. But luckily for me, like I said earlier in this conversation, Kenny Omega, for those who don't know, Kenny speaks great Japanese language. So anytime I got into any trouble, thank the Bear Lord that Kenny Omega was always with me. Because there was one incident where me and a guy were yelling at I was trying to eat an apple from their little fruit stand, and I couldn't fit it in my mouth for some reason, the apple. Oh. And the guy got offended, cursed me in Tokyo language.
Oh.
And I said back whatever I had to say in American. And the guy wasn't very fond of that, and the police wanted to arrest me. I couldn't explain myself of who I was, what I was doing, didn't speak American. but they knew Kenny Omega. He has a lot of billboards and stuff out there. So wrestling is big in Japan. Let me make that clear. Wrestling is a lot bigger in Japan than it is in the United States.
Yeah, it is. It for sure is.
So Kenny, they knew him. He's like a celebrity there. Mm-hmm. He's like Hulk Hogan to them. So he spoke to them. Whatever they said to each other, the guy unhandcuffed me. He had me in handcuffs. And Kenny did get me out of that. So, yes, that is a true story, and it did happen more than once.
Oh, wow.
God bless you, Kenny. I hope you don't go to WWE, Kenny.
If we see Kenny, Kyle, we have to buy him a drink.
Do the right thing, Kenny.
I got a question kind of off the top of my head here. Not really speaking of dream match, but if you had an ultimate dream match with one opponent, could be from any brand, could be from the WWE, Ring of Honor, New Japan, anybody, or even in All Elite Wrestling, who is your ultimate dream opponent to have for a dream match?
Dream match. I would need someone who's in my size. So give me versus Hornswoggle. Let's do it. Hornswoggle challenging you to a fight.
Oh!
A ladder match.
Oh! A ladder match. Not a WLC match.
A ladder match at the Hardy compound.
Whoa, Jesus. Damn.
I want to see that. I will pay $9.99.
And I said Hardy compounds. You take that for what it's worth. Mm-hmm. That might be something.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
That's all we gonna say.
What is up with that?
Okay, the ultimate dream match, guys. You heard it here first. The Bear versus Hornswoggle. Let's make that happen as well. I know everyone's gonna want to see that. Cheez-Its.
Okay, so when you were a little bear, did you watch pro wrestling? And who was your favorite of all time?
Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Ultimate Warrior, Rick Rude.
The glory era there. Yeah.
They didn't have bears wrestle back then, so I had to be Hulkamania. I took my vitamins. I said my prayers. I hope to be a human being, and I became a bear.
Oh, Keep It Girl's got a question.
She always does it. Ask away.
She said, "Are you going to run for president in 2020?"
Oh.
I don't know. Should I? But if you want me to, I'll run for president. I'm all business. If there's business to be made, to make America great, yeah, why not?
You're here first. I have Bernard 2020. Vote him. Make America great again.
Too. President there. I don't know how you could run for president in his country. I don't know the laws. You need to be born in Canada to be president?
You'll be a prime minister. That's what we call it up here.
Okay, I guess I can be two countries then.
You want to be part of the Canadianness up in Canada?
It was merged with America, so we could have the elite could grow.
There you go. There you go.
It's all about friendship and networking. Vince doesn't understand networking and friendship.
We're not building walls here. Nope.
No, we're not building walls. All the places, you might have to build walls. I don't know. Not involved in politics, just business.
Maybe just around Stanford, Connecticut. That's it. We'll just build the wall around there.
Yeah, we can build it right in front of Stanford. Yeah, sure. Why not? Pat Patterson, don't get mad at me when you see me, all right, Pat? I don't want him touching me inappropriately. So,
no, we don't want that. No.
No, I don't want that.
No, we don't want any lawsuits going on here. There's already enough lawsuits out there.
Pat, you're off limits. He did not do anything with me, if anyone's asking. Nothing.
Oh, my God.
Pat's a good guy, though. He's a good guy. He's going to Joey Ryan's party on WrestleCon.
Oh.
I don't know. I think we need to start, readjusting our plans for WrestleMania week. We kept it open.
Bernard's a penis guy.
WrestleCon week is just the best week of the whole year. From Wednesday till Monday, it's the best week.
Are you going to be at G1 at Madison?
I'd like to be. If they book me, I'd like to be there. They're going to have a really good... That thing was sold out in like 15 minutes.
If not, we invading. We're going to invade.
Yes, let's invade.
G1.
I would love to be on that show. I'd love to be in there and just do something. I don't have to fight or anything. I'd love to come out there. But again, I don't know their relationship right now with Cody and all them. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of animosity. So I don't know. Yeah, anything can happen in the next couple of months. So never say never.
That's right.
We gotta fight some tickets for that. I think we gotta go.
StubHub.
We gotta get some tickets. We need to go. We need to make this happen. So when I see Marty, just you'll understand. I'm gone. Okay, what is it like to work with people who like wrestling?
It's fun. It's good. You talk about wrestling all the time. Sometimes it gets a little, you talk about wrestling a lot. Sometimes it gets a little down. But overall, it's fun. People, they like talking about wrestling. They enjoy it. It's an escape from their reality, and it's good. It's fun. It's a good thing. Again, I'm the forgotten member of the Elite, so I can't speak for myself. But let's take Cody Rhodes or Kenny Omega or Hangman Page or Marty. People come up to them all the time. Hey, I loved when you did this. Hey, I loved when you did that. It's a good feeling to know that people appreciate something that you do.
And he brings up a good point here. Like, the wrestling community is amazing. Like, when I went to New Orleans last year for WrestleMania, going there and like partying on Bourbon Street with the wrestling community just makes it that much better. Everyone, no one hates each other. Like, you all having a good time. You're all having fun together. Like, I was going in bars and we are chanting Rusev Day throughout the entire bar. I go into another bar and there was
that was a Saturday. You were at Bourbon Street.
I was.
I was there for that. In my bear outfit, I was there.
I'm sorry if I don't remember because I had a lot to drink that night.
Bray Wyatt was with me. I don't know how to say it. Me and Dana Brooke had a very nice time. Really nice time. Dana Brooke, very nice.
Yeah, it was just, but I mean, it was just amazing. Like, go living it up there. Like, I met Kevin Owens on Bourbon Street. That's one part that I remember, obviously, because he's my favorite of all time. So I'm gonna remember that. But other night, it was just vivid parts that I remember. I remember a bar. There was a wrestling match going on right in the middle of the bar. Some guy was dressed in a referee T-shirt, and like the bartenders were egging it on.
Not blocking Canal Street or their version of Canal Street.
Yeah.
They were fighting everywhere the whole day and night.
Yeah, it was great. Like that. It was the wrestling community is amazing.
Did you get to go to the Elias concert?
No, I didn't get to make my way down there.
Nobody from my federation could come in.
Wow.
Well, that's Vince for you.
I heard it was awesome though. So
it was pretty cool from what I heard.
But like you said, being around people who love wrestling and being in that.
The fans make the experience, 100%. Exactly. The fans definitely make everybody feel welcome, and nobody hates each other. It's not like, oh, you're wearing a Bullet Club shirt and you're wearing TNA Impact shirt.
I remember Too Sweet and everyone I walk by.
There's a bar in Brooklyn that I definitely gonna take Kyle to because it's right by the Barclays Center. It's actually called McMahon's. No pun intended.
No.
Yeah, it's just an amazing experience, like with all these wrestling fans. So me and Kyle will be, hey, maybe we'll do like a meet and greet, like at that bar.
The name of the place alone, I don't know if I like the name of it. Can the guy change the name of it for the day?
We'll put a banner up. We'll change it for the day.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can we change to Bernard's for the day? Just drape a sign over top of it.
Then I'll come.
We should make it Bernard Bear Day. Yes.
That's gonna be a takeover.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
We'll do a free meet and greet, and I'll invade again. Whoever wants to join the occasion.
Yes, me and Kyle down for that. Craig in the chat asks.
Craig Messy. So guys, if you don't, I'm just gonna do a quick plug for him. Craig runs the UK part of our network on the No Holds Barred network. He covers NXT UK and he does all UK wrestling coverage over there. He also does he's done some interviews with a couple independent wrestlers over there. So you want to go check out some old episodes. I know he's revamping his show, but there are episodes available on the network right now of his other previous episodes. Good stuff. Craig Messy. I know it's like probably like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or wherever he is right now, waking up and joining the chat. So thanks for joining in. He has a question for the bear. He says, can I wrestle the bear?
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to do it in UK? If you pay, I'll play. I'll come to UK.
Oh, I like it.
Let's do it.
Wait, I'm like missing stuff.
Set it up. It's 5 a.m. in the morning for him. Set it up so when he wakes up that he knows we have this deal set.
Oh man, I'm liking this. We're gonna have a British strong style match between Craig Messy here and the Bear, man. I'm loving that.
But I heard in the UK, I don't know if this is true. He's gonna have to answer this. I heard the matches are a 2-minute time limit in that country.
2-minute time limit.
Wow.
Damn.
Is that true? I don't know. That's what I heard.
They don't cut. They cut the shit out. They just get right down to it.
I guess it's a one move and you're done. I guess. But we can fight then for 2 minutes. That's fine. I'll fly out there. Take me 8 hours, 18 hours, probably 28 hours. I don't know how long it'll take me to get there. Depends where I am in the country. I don't know. I'm all over the United States, so maybe I'll be at Kyle's house in Canada, and then I'll go to UK.
There you go. There you go. Cuba Girl asked in the chat, have you ever been in the ring with Walter or Pete Dunne?
No.
Plain and simple. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with them either. This guy is some mean dudes, man. They were done.
They didn't want to fight with me, so they were done.
Those British wrestlers, man, they're tough as nails, man. There's some, there are people you don't want to kind of step in the ring with unless you're asking for it. But Craig Messy confirms at 2 minutes, then they got to go get to the bar.
Let's do it. All right, the drink's on him though, right? Because I spill them. Like, look, I'm spilling. That's what happens.
That's what I asked in the chat. Wait, so do you spend all day in the costume?
No comment.
Oh.
No comment.
Plead the fifth on that.
Oh, okay.
We could talk about AWE, but not my bare head.
Is there a Bernard the Bear pop?
Not yet. There should be. We just have the wrestling brawlers, to my understanding.
Yes.
But there should be a pop. I heard you could create your own pop. So if anybody wants to create their own pop, you can make your own pop.
Oh.
I'll be more than happy to sign it for you. If they put me at WrestleCon. So again, plug me for WrestleCon. Hashtag Bernard for WrestleCon.
There you go. Bernard for WrestleCon. We're definitely going to hashtag that after the show. But yeah, I'd buy a pop. I mean, I own maybe 2 Funko Pops, and one is Paige, who is my favorite women's wrestler. Obviously, she can't wrestle anymore. It kind of sucks. But the other one I have is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, an exclusive Funko Pop I found here. So I have that.
Oh, Cody would like that.
Yeah, I have a shrine. If you guys know me, like I have a little shrine in the corner. I can't show the camera to it. So, I kind of revamped it because I mean I had Seth Rollins all over it. I have the little plushie. I have his pop that he signed, and I have a picture of me meeting him. And he got knocked down, guys. He got knocked down from Marty. He got knocked down from Marty. Yes.
Yeah, I told you she was using me to talk to Marty.
No.
I told you, Kyle. See, I told you.
No.
Predictable. Look at that face. She wants Marty to call me right now and be like, talk in a British accent and be like, "Hey guys, however he talks."
What's her name, Tiffany? Hello, Tiffany.
He said it. There you go. See, I can't do accent.
Tiffany, are you a fan of the villain?
Oh, God. He was so sweet, like when I met him or whatever. So yeah, I have a hat that he signed, and my friend bought me a mug and a pin and gave me an autograph, and the autograph.
If Marty came on the show like right now, in the next couple of minutes, what would you do?
I'd pass out on the floor. I would fall off the chair.
Right now, like smack me over the head with the umbrella. And so, what would you do?
First, I would be like, "Marty, what are you doing?" And then I'd probably lose.
She wouldn't care if
I would care. I was gonna say I would care to see if the bear was okay. That's like the most important question here. I'm just saying.
What are you doing? Like,
Marty's umbrella will be fine, but the most important question is the bear going to be okay?
I didn't say him. Whatever. Like,
I'm just saying.
Craig said he will buy the pop to go with his wrestling collection.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, you got a buyer for that. And we got a question here. Have you ever been on the list of Jericho or currently on?
I was on the list a few times.
Oh.
Most recently, they had the cruise, the Jericho cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And who did he fight? It was the Alpha Elite versus, you guys help me out here. My brain's, I get hit.
Oh, God, I forgot. I'm so bad.
I want to.
Okay.
Tiff's going to look it up for us, but I wanted
Jericho
to go on that cruise.
Jericho and the Bucks were a team, and I don't remember who they fought.
It was Marty, Hangman Page, and was it Kenny? No, wait, Jericho Cruz. I forgot.
Yeah. You might be. You were right. It was Jericho and the Bucks, and they were called the Alpha Club. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the merchandise there didn't do too well, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. But anyways, what happened was the morning before they had their little wrestling match, I was trying to get my tan, and I had asked Chris Jericho if I could borrow his tanning lotion, and he put me on the list.
Oh.
That's the story. There's not much to it. He just put me on the list. I was crying.
Wow.
All you wanted was a nice tan. It was Marty, Cody, and Hangman Page.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
and
but he
Kenny.
put me on the list a few times, but that was the recent time.
It was,
I'm on the list now, because Jericho's cool. You know, he's a cool guy. But the thing he won't be doing anymore, in AWE, he told me flat out, he will not be doing the list in AWE.
Yeah,
he's gonna have a whole gimmick. He's gonna, he likes to reinvent himself. He's gonna be doing a whole new thing, but you're gonna love it. It's gonna be cool.
Ooh, yeah, I heard he signed for a 3-year deal.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And he said that he wasn't going to sign until there was for sure going to be a strong TV deal in place. So,
yeah.
And for what I'm hearing, it's either going to be TBS or TNT, which TNT is funny because, like I said on the other 2 episodes, Tiff, all I get is WCW visions because WCW was on TNT and that's a Turner Broadcasting Network, and just like I'm like, okay, it's a thing. I just hope they don't take the same direction that WCW did, but obviously they have, the talent now and the money behind it, and it seems like it would have a better job at succeeding than WCW did. So I'm all for it. If it's TNT, it is what it is, and it have
any channel but TBS and TNT. You don't want Turner's name with AEW. You don't want Fox 5, whatever channel Fox is where you guys live. But, right now someone sent me a thing on Fox 5, so I'm going with Fox 5.
Oh, Fox 5 would be nice. Yeah.
So, that would be cool. CNN would be cool.
Yeah, I heard they were in play, too. I was like, okay, that's different.
There's a few in play. ESPN is in play. That I can tell you. That is the truth. ESPN is in play. I don't know if it's ESPN 1, ESPN 2, but ESPN is in play, and they should do ESPN, in my opinion. Not saying they will, but if they did, I wonder who pitched them that idea. All business here. I'm a business bear.
That's right. He's also a business bear, guys. Business in the front, party in the back.
Craig goes, we answered this a little bit earlier, but we could go over. Do you think Finn Balor, as we like to call, me and Kyle like to call him Finn Balor, is getting a push to keep him away from AEW?
Absolutely.
Well, does anybody know when his contract is up of Finn's?
Oh, no. I know I looked up AJ's, and AJ's was April. I think at the end of April, AJ's up. I know they're in current talks of extending it, but I don't think AJ's given an answer yet. I know Finn Balor's is tough because I know he signed for this year for sure. I just don't remember if it was the year after or the year after that.
He's there a good 2 or 3 years from now.
Yeah.
I think he's still there.
So, because I know this year they want to push him. There was talks of getting him pushed. And you know what, Craig? I actually think it's for him to keep away from AEW. And it's just to keep the fans that are a fan of Finn Balor and getting him, keep the eyes glued on WWE. And it's like what the Bear said. They're looking. It's not like WWE doesn't know that they're there. They know that AEW is growing and they want to keep them under the rug, so to say. And the AEW scene now, okay, you guys want to start a war? That's fine. I'm all for AEW starting a war. Vince McMahon started the war. Let me clear that out of the way.
Yeah.
He's the one that started this.
Well, I can't say we. I'm not a member, so we didn't start. So let me rephrase it. AEW didn't start the war, but Bernard the Business Bear is sticking up for AEW.
Look at that, guys.
That's why he should be signed.
Get him signed, guys.
Come on, Cody.
So we do have another question.
Decisions in that house, but come on, Cody. We've been friends a long time. You created the bear gimmick, Cody.
So we have, are you still mad at Kenny Omega for impersonating you and attacking Cody from last year?
Now, Kenny and me are cool. Like I said, we did a lot of stuff in Tokyo together. He got me out of jail. Kenny is cool with me. No issue with Kenny. He's elite. I'm elite. You know, the only issue I have is with those firing squad guys up at the Bullet Club. Those guys, I'm down to go to New Japan and fight them any day. That Tamo Tonga. Any day.
Shots
you
fired.
Tell Tamo Tonga I said that. He ran away last time he saw me, Tamo Tonga.
Oh, he ran, eh?
And that Chase Owen.
Little chicken from the bear.
He knows he's gonna get his ass beat.
Get ass whooped.
Behind me, but that's neither here nor there.
Did you go skydiving with Cody, and how did your head not fall off?
Was that on Being the Elite, or they never showed that episode?
They never showed that episode.
Boo.
So that is a true story. I know that's one of those urban myths. I have been asked that on Facebook. That's a true story. So if someone leaked that, I'm going to lead with let's see who didn't go. Let's see who didn't skydive. Let's see. Frankie Kazarian leaked that story because he was afraid to go skydiving. Oh. But yes, it is true. Did do it with Cody Rhodes, and there's a few others that were there, but I don't want to mention their names due to legal activities. But me and Cody did go skydiving together one time. I was very scared. And no, my head stayed on in place, and took about 50 minutes to land on land, and I hated the whole 50 minutes of it. But yes, true story.
All right.
I've never been skydiving, and I will never go skydiving. No.
And Frankie Kazarian, you pushed me, may I add.
How dare you?
I forgot about that. I did forget till just now. But Frankie Kazarian pushed me because I wasn't going to do it.
Wow.
Luckily, I pressed the rope in time till, to the Apache.
Well, thank God for that.
Yeah. Praise the bear god. God.
Praise.
I said guards, but I meant gods. Bear gods.
Jimmy's messaging me. He can't get into the chat for some reason. So hi, Jimmy.
Jimmy, get in here, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I found some news today. I mean, I don't know if you want to confirm or your opinion on it or whatever, but Tommy Dreamer spoke on Busted Open Radio that he showed some interest in helping out AEW.
Oh.
Well, Tommy's always being Tommy, so Tommy gets along with everybody. I will say this. Tommy Dreamer is the type of guy, I don't know what he said today. I didn't see it or read about it or wasn't discussed around people I was with. But Tommy Dreamer is the type of guy that he could work on WWE one week. He could be on Impact the next, Ring of Honor, and then do something with AEW. He will never have an exclusive contract with anyone because he builds his federation. If anybody can me with the name of his federation, don't know it.
Oh, House of Hardcore. Yeah.
There you go. So he's big on his own federation. But if Vince McMahon said to him, hey, listen, why don't you be in the Royal Rumble? He'll do it as long as he can wear his T-shirt of of House of Hardcore. So Dreamer's pretty much willing to work with anyone. Dreamer's a big wrestling fan. Dreamer's probably someone you will see in AEW. He won't be a regular person, but he's like a guy that would come once in a while. Maybe he'll fight, have a storyline. But I could see him working with them, just not full time. But I could see him doing things at AEW.
Okay. Yeah, I've been to a House of Hardcore show. I was pretty sure the main event was, oh my God, it was Bobby Roode versus Eric Young before they were in WWE, and the special guest referee was Jimmy Corderas, who was a former referee in the WWE, and he was actually wearing his SmackDown referee T-shirt during the match. So I remember that vividly because mid-match, the whole crowd started singing "Oh Canada" because both Eric Young and Bobby Roode are Canadian, and they sang "Oh Canada" mid-match, and they stopped the match while the whole crowd sang "Oh Canada." House of Hardcore is a really cool event. He gets some names out there sometimes. So if he's tied into AEW, I'd love that. I'd love to see him.
Yeah, I could see him now working with them. I could see that. He definitely would have a work. Like I said, he would work with anybody. He's a guy, like I said, you could see him at Royal Rumble, one of those shows. He does a one-off, and then he could be at AEW the next week. Tommy Dreamer is one of the few guys that he gets along with. He's the nicest guy in the world.
I met him at a Fozzy concert, actually. He was really sweet. I went up to him and I asked if I could take a picture with him, and he autographed my encyclopedia. But he's really, really nice. Really, really sweet guy. And then I've seen him wrestled at, I think it was the SWA out in Long Island Indies.
Okay.
So I seen that happen. But again, very nice guy. So
yeah, he still puts his body on the line. That guy's nuts. Like he wrestled in a indie promotion that I went seen recently. I want to say it was a year or two ago, and he goes all out. He doesn't stop. Like he's still again, like I said, he lays his body out on the line, and he's still living that ECW lifestyle. So good for him. And yeah, he had a mixed tag match at the House of Hardcore event I went to. He teamed up with Mickey James to face, I believe it was Pepper Parks, who goes by Braxton Sutter in TNA, and Cherry Bomb, who goes by Ali in TNA. So that was before they joined TNA, and they had a mixed tag match, and that was actually awesome to watch. So yeah, if Tommy Dreamer's associated with it, I'm all for it. The other news we heard, it was in the other episodes. I don't know if you can elaborate there, Bernard. I know they're in talks with Goldberg. I know there's been chatter there to see if he would come over to AEW, and the chatter is that Goldberg will come if the money's right.
All right, my opinion on this would be you can't have Goldberg there long term. So he'd be one of those guys that would come in a couple of months, maybe he feud with Hangman Page. Hangman Page gets over on him, and Goldberg's done. He can't stay there long term. He's older now. You guys saw when he wrestled WWE.
Yeah.
There's not much in the tank for Goldberg. And the money that he's asking for, I'm sure you guys Googled it and looked it up. The money he wants, I'm sure the owner of the Jaguars will give it to him. But is he really worth the money? I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. It's all about the fans with AEW.
I think, if it would happen, I'd see a Brock Lesnar type deal. Wrestle a couple times a year just to promote some pay-per-views, and he'd be a draw, obviously, with all the fans. Again, that, like I said in other episodes of this podcast, the fans that associate with Goldberg that are watching WWE currently will see him come over to AEW, and those fans are gonna be like, okay, what's this other company going on over here that Goldberg's a part of? He's gonna wrestle so and so. I'm gonna go and watch Goldberg because I love Goldberg. So obviously, it's another way to draw in more fans for AEW, and I think it'd be a smart business decision from the Khan family and AEW to go after Goldberg to have a sort of Brock Lesnar type contract with All Elite Wrestling.
Money.
Yeah, money talks. I think that's what you're about to say. Money talks, right? It does. So, anyways, do have a question in the chat. So what made Cody want to drop out from being the new senator of Texas? I didn't even know he's running for senator of Texas. What?
When was he running for? When did this occur?
I know. That's what I want to know. Is that a real thing?
I don't think this is a real thing. I don't know. I don't know about this. Me and Cody are pretty close.
Where did you find that?
This is a question from Cuba Girl in the chat. I want to know where she found that from.
I'm going to text every elite member right now and be like, what in the Sam Hell is being talked about?
Is there something you're not telling us here?
He was running for senator. He didn't want any of us to know.
Oh.
That's for sure.
So there was another rumor that Goldust may be released soon from WWE, and he might join AEW.
Joining his brother, eh? Dustin Rhodes.
I don't know if the other elite members would be a fan of that, and that's all I'll say about that.
Oh. Interesting.
I mean, I understand if it was business-wise, maybe like a backstage role, probably not wrestling. But if he was on TV role, I guarantee you he'd only be called Dustin, because there would be like, ain't using Rhodes too. You either. Cody can't use Rhodes. You ain't allowed either.
Now, he definitely won't be Goldust if he came.
Yeah, no, he'd be just
I don't see
Dustin.
it happening because he has a lot of friction with other elite members.
Oh.
I don't know if that would work.
Ouch.
He's made a few comments over the years. You can Google his comments about some of the fellow elite members. So I don't know if the fans or the members.
I think I've read that he's spoken out.
Fans, I don't see it happening.
I've read he's spoken out with a couple of people. So Goldust, I don't know. I can't see it happening. I'm gonna go with a no. Other than that, I didn't really see much else than a TV deal is imminent. Goldberg, the Golden News of Goldberg. I saw the rumors with Goldust. And that Double or Nothing is going to be, from what I've read, there's a lot of talk from other people around the wrestling community, like high-end people, former WWE wrestlers, saying that they're impressed with WWE, or they're impressed with AEW, and they really, really hope it succeeds. I heard that Booker T is really on the fence about it. I heard he was on his podcast talking about that he hopes AEW succeeds, but he doesn't think that they're going to be a company that WWE is going to be scared of and to compete with.
What's Booker T's company doing these days in Texas? Yeah. Nothing, right? Nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's a little jealousy there, a little bit of a jealousy there.
Tell anybody else how their company should be run when his company, if it even still exists out in Texas, you guys would have to Google that.
Yeah. His company
didn't do much. But Booker T likes to run his mouth, you know. He had his little issues with Corey Graves and then backed out of that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Booker T just likes to talk.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's weird how he'll say that and then he'll contradict it by saying, "Oh, I actually hope it all succeeds." Like he's backing up his tucking his little tail in.
I'll make you guys laugh. I'll give you guys a laugh, okay? Stevie Ray wanted to join AEW.
Stevie Ray, former tag team of Booker T.
So I guess there's some hurt feelings that he was told no.
Oh.
So maybe that answers that question for you guys.
All right, I see. I feel you.
You know, family issues, I guess.
Quote unquote.
Oh my.
Other than that, I've literally run down my questions. I don't know if you have anything else written there.
The only other thing I think that I have, well, it was kind of like news that we had kind of saw that we talked about on one of the other episodes, is CM Punk. Meltzer noted on Wrestle Observer Radio that he doubts UFC will ever use him again. Punk doesn't seem to be ready to make any kind of return to professional wrestling. So
the only thing I read was that I can see it being true, but then it's also people just stirring the pot. He wants to be a commentator for the Chicago Blackhawks, which is, his hometown hockey team. He loves and lives and breathes the Blackhawks and the Cubs. That's why I can see that, but I can't really see him being a hockey commentator because his love and ultimate love will always be professional wrestling, regardless of what he says about, his take on professional wrestling. That's his ultimate love, was professional wrestling. He grew up loving professional wrestling and being a professional wrestler, so I can't really see him being a hockey commentator. I don't know anything about with him in AEW. I don't know. Even with him at any other company, I can't see anything with Punk, to be honest. And Punk was my favorite.
CM Punk has. I'm sorry I intruded you.
That's okay.
CM Punk, he has so much money that he made in that little span he was in WWE after that whole fake ECW run. He made so much money on merchandise that he's good. Him and AJ, the both of them, they're good. They don't really want to do anything. AJ Lee, for anyone who's confused. AJ Lee, AEW would love to have her. They'd love to have CM Punk. And to them, it'd be more like they're hanging out with their friends than actually having a boss. So should they come over? 100%. Will they come over? CM Punk is stubborn. Him and my guy, Colt Cabana, who runs Pro Wrestling Tees, they're in a court case right now. So Pro Wrestling Tees does a lot with the Elite. So it's kind of a conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. For those who don't know, now you know. Anything's possible. You never know. Yeah. Money talks again. Maybe
exactly.
He's content, but he might be bored one day and say, "Hey, listen, let me." He'd be another one. Maybe he does a few spin-off matches, him versus Cody, him versus this one. But I can't see him staying there on an actual schedule.
Okay. It's tough with me. Because I used to be a really big fan of CM Punk. You know what? If he's done with professional wrestling, good for him, man. Let him live his life. He's living a good life with AJ Lee. I mean, just let him be. Yeah, but again, like you said, money talks. The money's right. I wouldn't doubt if he came back, and I wouldn't be against it. So, it is what it is, right?
Cuba Girl asked in the chat, "Do you want to play with Nikki Cross?"
What kind of game?
I'm not. I don't know if I should touch that. Nikki Cross likes to play some weird games, so I don't. I'm not too sure.
All right, I'll pass on that then.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've gone through all of my questions. I don't know if you have anything else, or if you guys do in the chat.
Yeah,
Come on, chat members. What do you got for me? No, I'm not going to sing like Marty sings. I'm not going to do that.
Marty. So what are you looking forward to the most at Double or Nothing?
The Super Kick Party.
Yes, Super Kick Party.
Party. That's what I always look forward to.
Jumbo Man is in the chat. Jimmy, what is going on? He said that
Jimmy, he's finally here.
He said that you sound like someone he knows.
Possible.
Oh.
Never know who he knows. I don't know who he knows.
Who is Jimmy?
Are you Jimmy? Are you Jumbo Man? Because do you DJ or being people to what? Being the big event. We're trying to get him at big event. So
Fine to get me a big event. I don't DJ a big event. Never DJ'd ever, but I'd love to DJ if you wanted to pay me.
Oh, there you go. The money's right. There you go. Money talks.
There you go, Jimmy. There you go. Yeah.
But you know what? We're winding down, so I don't have any more questions. But before we go, I am going to do another plug. Gotta always plug this out. And guys, you guys are watching the video right now. Please do so. Go over to ProWrestlingTees.com. It's up on the screen for you guys right now. Go buy Bernard the Business Bear t-shirt. Look at that t-shirt, man. I don't sing, I don't dance. Who doesn't want that shirt, man? Look at that. That's a beautiful shirt right there, guys. Head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees. Purchase a Bernard the shirt. Purchase Bernard's shirt. Support it. Support Bernard. Get him to Double or Nothing. Man, we get him on AEW. Exactly. Get him on AEW. Bernard for AEW. Bernard for president. Bernard for everything. Like, just can't get enough Bernard the Bear, man. The guy should be everywhere. I'm just saying. He'd be signed everywhere. The guy should be running the whole tile wrestling world. But,
I agree.
But other than that, we do want to thank Bernard the Bear for joining us here on the No Holds Barred Network on our third episode of All Elite Podcast. Guys, this podcast is going to be continuing to do stuff like this and continuing to keep you guys updated with news, rumors, everything associated with the All Elite Wrestling brand. Guys, it's taken off, and All Elite Wrestling brand is going to be taking over the world. And like they say, we're here to change the universe. We're going to be here to change the podcast universe with All Elite Podcast. So make sure you are following the Twitter page, All Elite Pod on Twitter. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel where we do all our live shows, youtube.com/NHBWR. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon for all upload updates. You're going to want to follow myself as well at Real Kyle Masters on Twitter. Follow my host at Loves to Dream on Twitter as well. You can also follow Bernard the Bear if you have Facebook. He's got Facebook, guys. Type in Bernard the Bear. You're going to see him on there. Give him a follow on Facebook. Get his followers up, so you're going to want to follow Bernard the Bear. I'm going to put all the links down in the description, including Bernard's Facebook link down in the description below. Give him a follow as well, guys. And guys, if you want to listen to us on the go, YouTube's not your thing. Spreaker.com/NHBWP, iTunes, and Stitcher Radio are available as well as soon as the live shows on YouTube are done. But other than that, guys, everyone that chat, thank you for tuning in. Again, I want to thank Bernard the Bear for being part of episode 3 of All Elite Podcast.
My pleasure.
So thank you very much.
There's 2 more quick questions in the chat.
2 more quick questions. All right, you know what? You've always got time for questions.
Okay, 2 more questions, and then so the first one.
$10, guys. That's an extra 10.
Do you and Nick Jackson have some kind of feud? Before?
Well, I guess this person hasn't been in the show that long. I've stated the Bucks, they don't like me very much because I'm a Cody Rhodes fan. So when Cody and Kenny had their big feud, I took Cody's side. So the Bucks and myself, we've had issues, but, we're family. We love each other, at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. But we've had our issues.
And the other one, Craig just said Bernard versus Joe Hendry sing-off.
Oh, God. Sing-off. With Joe Hendry from the UK. Okay, well, that's a...
But Marty's gonna really sing it, but I'll sing. Marty.
Marty, you're gonna be pushed aside for this one. Okay, sorry.
No, but other than that, guys, I'm your host as always, the self-proclaimed greatest host, Kyle Masters, always joined by my co-host on the All Elite podcast, Tiffany at Loves to Dream on Twitter, and for this special episode, Burnard the Bear from All Elite. Guys, get him to All Elite. Hashtag get Bernard to Double or Nothing. Any kind of hashtag that has to associate with Bernard the Bear, get it out there. And guys, go give him a follow as well. Again, all links will be down in the description below. Like I said before, I'm Kyle Masters. We guys will see you in episode number 4 next time. Take it easy.